All right, we all here? Let's see. I'm here.
I'm here too.
Manny's here.
Where's George?
Where's George?
Oh.
George.
George!
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 Man, that dude. I think the flu's got in the Garcia family, so it's just going to be Manny and James today.
It's going to be...
What do you think?
It's going to be fun. It's gonna
Think
be fun.
we can do it?
I think we'll be all right. I don't know.
George is kind of the voice of reason among us, isn't he?
This is true. We're kind of like a cog all in the same machine, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're going to skip a cog tonight because it's going to bump. I don't know who's going to deliver the truisms, you know?
We're about to find out.
Well, yeah, I guess see, you know? Hey, yeah, I guess that kind of ties into our topic a little bit, kind of, sort of.
Kind of.
When something goes wrong, really wrong, right? Our instinct is to blame somebody.
Oh,
so if this is a bad episode, we got somebody to blame.
That's right. That's right, George. This is on you.
The silent one over there that doesn't exist tonight. The chair is empty. Oh, my goodness. You know, most of the time we blame whatever's the most convenient, the closest thing that we can point a finger at, right?
The dog.
Yep. Yep. Something, just not usually the truest thing, just the most convenient things.
That's right.
We blame circumstances, people, government. We're going to talk about blame today. The economy, you can blame the economy.
Yeah, you can.
Blame the government, the president, you know.
We can also blame ourselves.
No, let's not do that. It's true, though. Sometimes we do.
That's true.
Yep.
It's better just to place it on somebody else.
Yep. You know, and of course, when we talk about blame, a lot of us, I think we think about Adam and Eve, you know. From the beginning, we've been playing the blame game, right?
But she's the one who told me to do it.
Yep. Yeah. And then she says, well, the snake told me to do it. And who's the snake blame?
George.
I guess he kind of blamed God, didn't he?
Yes.
But yeah, no, we can blame George. Let's blame George. All right. Before we get into it and get too serious, let's do something fun. Last episode, Manny, we did Will It Bible.
Will It Bible.
This episode, let's play Who's Getting Blamed for This? This is supposed to be no thinking, just instinct, and honestly, this would be more fun with three of us.
This is true, but you know what? We're going to do the best we got.
Yeah, let's do it. So I'll say the first scenario, you say who gets blamed, and then I'll try to throw one in there too.
All right.
I don't know. Let's see how it works. And then you say the second scenario, and I'll go first.
Gotcha.
We'll go back and forth that way, okay? So there's a mysterious dent in the car.
Oh man, that's got to do to little brother playing a baseball and like hitting a baseball to the car.
Oh, I was thinking Mama backed up into a pole.
That's true. I don't know. Does a car have those rear view cameras? All right, the Wi-Fi goes out.
That is Cox's fault.
Is it though?
If anybody's got Cox, you know.
Yes, my goodness, yes. I say it's a rat chewing through the cords.
A rat.
Yeah.
My mind went there as soon as you said rat. Okay, I know this one. The group text gets awkward.
Oh man, I would say George not saying anything in a text message.
There you go, George. That one guy's being quiet. He's not saying nothing. I was going to take the blame on that one. Usually I say something dumb.
Off the wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of one of those conversation starters. So, you know what? It keeps everybody on their toes.
Yep. Yeah. They're like, did he just say that? What's that mean? Dude, what world are you in? Yeah. Anyhow. All right. Hey, we also should do the on-topic, off-topic question. All right.
Have you ever taken the blame?
Man, I have. So I think back to like I'm the kid, you know, I got an older brother, younger sister, so guess what?
What?
I get the blame. I remember a time, for real, and my sister, I think, listens to this, so, well, anyhow, she might speak up or something. I don't know, we'll see. But she was mad about something, and she threw a remote control at me.
Like a video game controller or a TV remote?
Yeah, it was the TV remote. And she was mad, and she hurled the thing, and I dodged it. And it put a hole in the wall. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And guess who got in trouble for that?
You did.
Yeah, it wasn't her.
You did.
It wasn't the sweet little baby girl.
Even though she's the one. Did you instigate
she threw it?
No. No, not you.
No, not me. Nope.
You know, it's funny. Because I have this similar story, too.
I'm still bitter about it, apparently.
Yeah, just a little bit. No, we were kids playing inside house, and we were just fooling around, and I accidentally put a giant hole in the wall. And I was like, my first thing was like, who can I blame? But
yeah,
it's 1 against 4 at that time. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to get out of this.
So you had to take it.
Oh, no. That was
you did it.
I did. The funny part was I was like, how am I going to hide this? How am I going to fix this? I was scared. My mom opened, like, we hear the car coming down the driveway. My mom opens the door. I immediately just stand in front of the wall. Just
You're covering
scared.
it up with yourself?
Yeah. I was scared. I was like, oh, Mom, I'm sorry.
Mom, I'm going to be in timeout the rest of my life. I'm just going to stand right here.
Oh, man. Face just pale and everything.
Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Until I learn how to drywall. Nothing to see, Mom. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, oh, man. Okay. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about some blame and misplaced blame. Mm-hmm. And then hope we can get on beyond blame.
Yep.
By the end of this. But I wanted to look at one of the stories, characters. I guess it's really just the story. I mean, Elijah is fascinating. I want to talk about Elijah.
Oh, yeah?
I guess we'll just talk really about his debut in the Bible when he comes on the scene. 1 Kings chapter 17. He comes on like literally in 1 Kings 17. I don't think he's mentioned before then. And he comes on strong. He just comes in right away just announcing like, a drought. Bam. It's just like, yeah. Read 1 Kings 17:1.
All right.
I'll probably have you read a lot tonight.
Hey, that's fine. You know, got to pick up the mantle. So 1 Kings 17:1. And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, and said unto Ahab, As the Lord God of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. Yeah,
so like I think that's literally the first time we've heard of Elijah in the Bible. And he's going to talk to Ahab the king.
Already.
Like, yeah, wow. He just comes out strong, right? And he's like, it's not going to dew or rain for years, except if I say so, right? So yeah. The first time he's mentioned, we attribute this drought, like we associate this drought to Elijah and his word. But one of the things that I want to talk about is he didn't really start the drought.
No, he announced it.
Yeah, he didn't call, it wasn't really him. It was him funneling God's word, right?
Right.
So we hear no rain according to my word, and so we blame
Elijah.
Way
to go, Elijah.
Gets the blame, yeah. Like this dude, this Tishbite out of nowhere, right? So, but yeah, so he's just the messenger.
Yeah.
And so what is 1 Kings 17? We're going to kind of go through the chapter, I think. 17, 2 and 3.
So, and the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan.
Yeah, so right after he goes and tells the king some really bad news, God, bam, pulls him out of the view and hides him, really. And so, that just tells you this drought thing, it was already in motion, like it was coming. Yeah. It was coming. So 1 Kings 4 through 6, 17, 4 through 6.
And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So he went and did according unto the word of the Lord. For he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. You know, that's kind of like Raven Dash.
Raven Dash?
Yeah, instead of DoorDash.
I thought Raven Dash, that sounded like a video game to me. But that's for real, man. Raven Dash. Oh, that's good stuff. So, yeah, but, and we're kind of going to go through this because I do want to try to keep these episodes under 30 minutes or so. 20, 30 minutes is perfect for me. But, hey, if we get to talking, we go long, I guess. That's what we did the last time. So.
Yep.
But here, so the brook is still flowing, so the drought didn't really impact him at this point. He's hidden by the brook. He's drinking of the brook. Mm-hmm. And so really you can see that, the judgment, the pronouncement really came before the crisis.
Right.
Elijah, he got there early. Mm-hmm. He said what was going to happen early. And then the conditions, they were set before he even showed up. So the next one, 17:7.
And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land.
After a while.
Oh, this wasn't sudden.
No. And so, see, then again, this wasn't like some impulse of Elijah. It's not going to rain till I say it's going to rain.
Yeah.
It's just some spur of the moment. Boom, here's what's going to happen.
Right.
Because I'm in charge. Like, who is Elijah?
King is like, who's this guy?
Who is this dude? So it wasn't his fault. But we associated, Ahab associated the drought with Elijah because that's who said it.
Yeah.
And so, the big point here that we do this too. Well, okay, I do. I can't blame you, right? But, misplaced blame is just convenient a lot of times.
It really is.
You pick something that's convenient.
It's kind of like, so I would play video games, and this is back when I was 16, and I would play games, and I would lose, and I'd look at my little brother, and I'd be like, man, why are you staying close to me? I'm playing. I was like, stop. Like, you're the reason why I'm terrible at this right now.
Yeah, or it's the controller's fault.
Yeah.
I remember being there. So, you blame the messenger, you blame the timing, or you blame the most visible person. That's what you just said with your little brother.
Yep.
Or big brother. Little brother, big brother. Both.
Anyone
that's
in the
what
vicinity.
Brothers do. So, because it's just not easy, like, to recognize it a lot of times. Mm-hmm. And like in 1 Kings 17 here, God is working on a much bigger story than the moment that Elijah's standing in or Ahab's standing in. It's like the whole thing working together. So it's a much bigger story. Now that brook is starting to dry up, and God sends Elijah to Zarephath into somebody else's crisis. And this is where the misplaced blame thing really stood out to me. So 9 through 11.
Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. So he arose and went to Zarephath, and when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks, and he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel, that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thine hand.
I love and I think but like that's okay, so it's a widow woman, she's gathering up the sticks, and he says, hey, give me a drink. And then he tacks onto it, hey, I'm hungry too, bring me some food. Right? And then what's her response in verse 12?
In verse 12, and she said, As the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die.
That we can eat it and die.
My goodness.
So And we know this story. I mean, this is a pretty famous Elijah miracle that happens, and we won't get all into that. But, I mean, she's ready to die. She's like, okay, hey, look, we don't have a cake. I don't have food to bring you. I've got some water I'll bring you, but I'm about to make my last meal. We're just going to die. We're just going to, she just
to accept it right there and then.
Yeah. She accepted death.
Yeah.
And she's not even thinking about a miracle.
No.
Now we know it because we read, we know the story.
Right.
But she didn't. And so she had that fear before her miracle was there. Her provision was like right there, ready to go. And I think we may talk about that next episode. I think we don't. We got to figure that out. But I think we're going to talk about this in the next episode about how daily miracles are easy to forget. So over the next days in this woman's life in the story, God provides over and over again. And the barrel doesn't fail, and the oil doesn't run out.
Right.
And so, and that's where, that's where we see a lot from this story. That's where we talk a lot from the story. But Scripture tells us something else in that I think is kind of, I want to talk about the next episode. And the stability doesn't automatically produce depth.
Right.
Daily miracles can become normal. Normal miracles become expected. Expected miracles become forgotten, just mundane.
Yeah. And
so just enough sometimes can be the hardest miracle to trust. So that, though, I think we can talk about for a good while.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I want to do that.
That's some good stuff right there.
I want to do that next week. next episode. But today, going back to misplaced blame and getting beyond blame, what verse 17 and 18?
And it came to pass after these things that the son of the woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick, and his sickness was so sore that there was no breath left in him. And she said unto Elijah, What have I to do with thee, O thou man of God? Art thou come unto me to call my sin to remembrance and to slay my son?
So this is the moment that really stands out to me.
Yeah.
Because, a few verses ago, she's ready to die. It ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
Me and my boy, we're going to eat and die.
Yeah.
But here, after experiencing this provision, her son dies, and who's she blaming? Elijah. He takes the blame again. First the drought, now this boy's death. And she says, What have I to do with thee, O thou man of God? Art thou coming unto me to call my sin to remembrance and to slay my son? So she's got that bitterness that, and I think we can probably understand her perspective. But she's got that bitterness that's coming out. And
what do you think is because she had hope? Because that was going to be the last meal, and every day, God provided. We got barrel was filled, oil was filled every day, and out of nowhere, son dies.
Yep.
And it was because Elijah came into her life. So I could see from her perspective, at least for me, I could see her perspective just being you.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, it's misplaced.
Right.
It is misplaced. But yes, but yeah. And so she took those daily miracles almost, it became expected.
Right.
So that's why I think we can talk a lot about that. But so the grief here didn't create the bitterness, but it exposed it. Like she was holding on to something.
Yeah.
All that time. She didn't suddenly just lose faith and get mad at Elijah. The tragedy there revealed what her gratitude and what that daily miracle had been covered up.
Yeah.
It had kind of stabilized it. But then when there was the issue, the sickness, the tragedy, it came out. And so her gratitude, I feel like, kind of concealed something that was underneath, her unexamined beliefs or her conditional trust. I'm going to trust God as long as nothing bad happens to my boy.
Right.
She almost got that spiritual amnesia where she got that hey, the barrel's not empty,
Yeah.
right? So,
Man, we can definitely go off of a rabbit trail with that. Like, I got so much going with that, but like...
yeah, next episode.
Next episode.
So she was confusing the provision with the present. So gratitude kept everything stable. Like but it didn't answer her deeper questions. And so to clarify, I'm not saying, and the story's not saying that her gratitude was fake or was wrong, or that her suffering was caused by ingratitude, or that she wasn't thankful enough, or she didn't do anything right, or whatever. She did something wrong. But it's oh man, I don't know if I can say it right, but the blessing stabilized her so well that unresolved questions remained hidden.
Right.
And that could happen I think it could happen to us, where you get used to God's provision or God taking care of something, that instead of resolving questions,
right,
it can kind of just be just under the surface.
Yep.
And it's not like he did this, so this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it can happen until pain forces that into the open.
Oh yeah.
So, and again, it's not just her. What often, and I've seen it. Mm-hmm. Where something will happen, and it's legitimately bad.
Yeah, I mean, it happens often. Like a lot of things are happening even today. Usually people will blame God.
Yeah,
people will blame the church.
Yep.
A lot of people will blame a pastor.
Right.
Leadership.
Well, and that's what she did.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Elijah's a prophet, and it's a different dispensation or whatever, but it's the leadership.
That teaching.
Yeah.
We may hear something that pastor may preach. It's like, oh,
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and even a decision that was made.
And so, and here's it's all of us, right? That can do that. And so we're not just seeing, and this is something else that really, again, misplaced blame. So we're not just seeing the widow blame Elijah, but what does verse 20 say?
And he cried unto the Lord and said, O Lord, my God, hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourn by slaying her son?
Yeah, so that's Elijah, and he cried unto the Lord. So Elijah then, he doesn't get mad and lash out at her. No. He doesn't, hey, why aren't you grateful?
No, he carried that pain.
That. But he didn't correct her. Yeah, he took it to God. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just said that right. He carried the pain in prayer, and he took his questions to God. And we did an episode not too long ago about unfiltered prayer.
Yes.
And Elijah did that right here. Mm-hmm. And so, again, I guess it comes back to that. You've got to be able to take that. Mm-hmm. And God's big enough. Like, he's big enough to handle that. He's not, he gets it. He's big enough. Mm-hmm. And it really illustrates that honest grief. And it's something to understand, because sometimes when you ask why, or when you, isn't that what he said? Hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourned by slaying her son? So he's asking it like, why is this happening? Why'd you do this, God? Misplaced blame.
Right.
He's pointing his finger at God, right? But that's not rebellion.
No.
And it's not even unbelief.
No.
It's taking it to someone that can handle it and they can take care of it and fix it. And so the bottom line here is we've got to exit the blame game.
Yeah, we do.
We got to get beyond blame.
This blame feels powerful just because it gives pain, gives pain a target.
It does.
Yeah, but the blame never heals. It only stalls us.
Yeah, it kind of keeps you stuck.
It does.
If you don't do it right.
Right.
And so the widow, she didn't get another miracle when she found the right person to blame. Mm-hmm. She got the miracle when she voiced what she felt. But the key is she stayed in that relationship. Like she didn't
leave.
Yeah, and she didn't throw a rock and she didn't stone Elijah. Or, she didn't she stayed. That she hung in there.
Yeah.
And then he went to God,
Right.
and he took care of it. So basically, that's how to handle hard facts without losing faith, right? You got to stick into it. So
Yep.
the Bible shows us a better way than blame.
Speak honestly to God.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Like, he's unfiltered prayer. Take it to him. He can handle it. And then and you don't have to sanitize. Like, you don't got to watch your words. Me and you, we got to watch our words when we're just walking around talking and doing things, right?
Right.
But when you're with God, when you're praying, when you're talking to your man of God, don't sanitize what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. And then, really important, don't walk away.
Right.
Questions are gonna surface.
They are.
So you got to stay in it, even when you don't understand. Faith doesn't mean never asking why, but it means refusing to leave when you don't get the answer you want.
Right.
When pain comes suddenly, a lot of times we misplace the blame. We blame the closest thing,
Not the truest thing.
not the truest thing. And Scripture invites us to do more than just shift the blame. We've got to get beyond the blame. It invites us to move beyond the blame and keep walking with God anyhow.